make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera system incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Yeah, start. With this, trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no. Only winning is exception on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
like another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Denver Broncos.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Block now to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pull her up, pull her down. Go and bring the beat back. Try to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that shit. Set, ready.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st down.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Lock throwing on target to Fant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This is Hunt. They find some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kareem Hunt, 40 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Cardinals nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Murray off play action. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play fake. Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
1st and 10 at the
a big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7. Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 11.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Now to the air. Lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the turnover, here's Murray. Able to find his running back, Geis. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Worth noting in this ball game that it's a battle of second-year quarterbacks. Both guys drafted in 2019. Kyler Murray, of course, first overall to Arizona. And on the other sideline, Drew Lock, a 2nd-round pick of the Broncos. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
The 25-yard line.
This is Kenyon Drake, fifth-year man from Alabama. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now Hundley. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Brandon McManus.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Johnson now returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
throwing, Hundley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run. This is Hunt. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kareem Hunt ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A toss right to Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Throwing is McDonald. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
The ball carrier.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
The ball carrier.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon. As the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Kickoff for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. McDonald trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
McDonald's pass intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McDonald sets to throw. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
McDonald, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch, flip the down marker back to 1.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 47's the mic.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trent Sherfield there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Tackle made by
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down at 4. Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Denver.
They run with Hunt. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
He was brought down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run again with Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Gordon, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because You've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Ball carrier.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And down in inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Denver taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Week 4 of the preseason, last chance here to make an impression. You know he wanted to play mistake-free football, but that just went by the wayside.
Like a lawyer, this is his closing argument. Now it goes to the hands of the jury, and you know who the jury is. The coaching staff. They've got to decide whether he's the guy, he's going to make the roster, what it's going to be for him.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, check mark 27. Check mark 27.
To throw again. McDonald. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, McDonald. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. McDonald. And able to find Kirk complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McDonald toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. From the gun, McDonald right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.